Hi, I'm Jeff Baker of Green PMF, and we make articles which we hope you find informative and educational. And subscribe to our channel please, because we're making videos as quickly as possible, and we hope that you enjoy and learn anything from the articles that follow this clip. Thanks for your time, and remember, subscribe. Okay, here we have the startup screen, and it's basically asking me to select the language, so it defaults to English on my install, so that's what we've got. You can see I'm clicking around there. It's defaulted to EM/US, I've changed it to UK. Click continue. Time zone, it correctly said I'm in London. Well, London's the nearest time zone, so London. Click continue. He wants to know my name, create a name for the computer, username, and then passwords, which I'm entering in just there. And then it goes to an installing screen. It flicks through quite a few of these screens, so we'll just let it get on with that. I'm quite excited about seeing this new version of Mate, or however they say it. I've heard a lot about it over the various forums, so I'm quite keen to see what improvements they've made. And also it's quite nice to see that it's available on the Raspberry. I'm running this on a Raspberry Pi4, and I'm looking forward to see how it performs. I've run the Raspberry OS, and I've also run normal Ubuntu desktop on a Raspberry 4, and they perform quite well. Raspberry OS performing the best out of all of them. Yeah, it'd be nice to see this. Parts of this actually make me think of the old day of SUSE. Unfortunately, it didn't install correctly the first time. It gave an error, which then forced it to reboot. It did there you go, there's the error. It just sat there forever. I waited about 3/4 of an hour, and then it errored. Then, as you can see, it went to that. It booted, and it gave me the welcome screen, which actually was a welcome sign. I took a look around this, and overall I was disappointed with the performance. Office opened slowly, very slow. Firefox did actually open, and it could play a YouTube video, so and the sound was reasonable in fairness. It wasn't obvious how to find an email client, but if you select from the little menu button up at the top, then and show all software, it actually comes with Evolution installed. I attempted to set up an email account on that, letting Evolution auto detect the server settings. It got every single setting wrong, so I went back and tried again, where I actually put all of the server settings in, and it couldn't connect. It just refused to connect to the server. I own the server, so I know its settings intimately and know how it works and have access to its logs. Basically, Evolution sent it a load of junk, and it rejected it. It rejected the connection. It works fine on all of the other systems that I've got, be it the Mac. I've got 3 Ubuntu systems and a couple of tablets, and it's fine with all of them, so it must be something in Evolution on Mate. Anyway, I went to the software boutique, and it said I could install Thunderbird, which was promising. I use Thunderbird on my other Unix machines. On the Android tablet, I use K9 Mail. Yeah, K9 Mail. Thunderbird isn't available on Android as far as I know, or it wasn't last time I looked. Thunderbird never actually completed its install. It put up the progress bar, nice little bar which should have been walking up as it installed. I let it go for about an hour, and it at most had done about 10 to 15% and stopped moving and did not continue to move. So overall I couldn't test email, which is a bit disappointing. I was really hoping actually to consider changing some of my other systems over to use Mate, because the reviews and the words going out over the main forums and Unix forums, which I monitor quite closely, are really showing a lot of activity with this new version and are praising it as the latest greatest thing to hit Linux, but I'm afraid my overall experience is rather disappointing. Okay, ignoring the fact that I couldn't get email to install, overall it was incredibly slow. And as I say, I've used Ubuntu desktop on the same Pi4, and yeah, okay, you've got to allow, it's a small computer, it's not sitting next to, it's not anything compared to my main one, which is an i7 with about 70 whatever of RAM and God knows how much of solid state disk and everything else. It is a pretty serious piece of kit, so it's not going to compare anywhere near to there. I didn't expect it to. But just comparing the Mate to the Ubuntu and to the Raspberry OS on the same Raspberry device, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Almost, well, it was almost unusable. It was to the point of slow. Overall, I couldn't recommend this to anyone if they wanted to use it. For even writing documents, opening up LibreOffice and just typing characters, there was such a lag behind in me pressing a key to the Office picking it up. I'm really quite sad because my experience doesn't live up to what seems to be going around on the web. It's not usable. It's exciting, there's a new flavour on the block, but it's not overly exciting if it doesn't actually work. So I'm sorry. A lot of excitement, a lot of high hopes, overall verdict, just not usable. Maybe one day. It looks as though it's got some good ideas in its desktop, but it's just not there yet. Sorry. Well, I hope you enjoyed that article and it's been useful to you in some way. Check out our Wikipedia. The links are on the slides and on the description. And remember, subscribe to our channel. I'm making videos as quickly as I can, and also, yeah, I said check our wiki. Thanks for your time, and see you again soon.